I'm gonna let you go ahead. Come on up. Let's give him a big hand, guys. All right.
So Jason runs a local club with Nick. He runs the Grid Club, and he is also a CPA. And the fact is he's actually truly spent some time figuring out how to be able to help you guys and bring you some good information on what is going on in the fire relief area for tax relief and financial aid inside of the wildfire. So, Jason, why don't you go ahead? But that's his club, Grid Investor LA. If you guys are not familiar with the Grid networks, there's actually an East Coast network. And Nick and Jason have started the first one here in the West Coast area. All right, Jason, go ahead.
So, thank you again for having me today. So today we are going to be talking about the tax relief and financial aid for people who were affected by the recent Los Angeles fires. How do you do this?
I'm not here.
So
There you go.
about myself, my name is Jason, CPA, real estate investor. I've been here in Los Angeles all my life, so this really hits close to home. Literally close to home. Next, please.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Alright, so let's talk about some key facts. So this was a tragic fire, you guys. We're talking over 880,000 acres destroyed, 75 deaths, 200 injuries, 250 billion in damages, 4,000 homes destroyed. Some of them I personally know. And a major reservoir was damaged, which really halted the firefighting even more. Alright, so let's talk about the timeline that started back in January 7. This was a field by strong winds. On January 10, 150,000 residents were evacuated. 12,300 structures were damaged or destroyed.
One of those was mine too.
Yes. Sorry to hear about that.
Good point.
And then January 11th to 13th, winds were up to 70 miles per hour, which caused things to get even worse. Next slide, please. Okay, so at least there's a little bit of silver lining, you guys. There's a lot of tax relief for wildfire victims. Next, please. Alright, so a few of them is that uninsured and unreimbursed disaster-related losses. You guys have two choices. You can either claim them on your 2025 taxes, or you can claim them on your 2024 taxes, which is a great thing because then you will get your refund faster, obviously, if you claim them on your 2024 taxes.
What are we writing off exactly?
So the government, if you have any losses that were unreimbursed or uninsured, casualty losses, those kind of things.
So let's say if I had a personal property, I had $500,000 and the insurance covered only $200,000, can I write off the other $300,000?
Yeah, but documentation is very important. Yes, to answer your question, yes.
Okay.
But documentation is very important.
Yes.
And then you need to attach certain forms. For example, 4684 form and the 4856DR, which is the FEMA declaration. Please make sure that your accountant knows all this stuff when preparing taxes. And then another thing is that, as you guys know, tax deadline is normally April 15, but for people who are in the FEMA disaster zones, we got an extension up to October 15, 2025. excuse that typo right there.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
so
Got it.
and then lastly, if you received any money from government agencies for your personal expenses, living expenses, family expenses, you can exclude that from your gross income when filing your taxes. Alright, next please. And then in addition to your personal taxes, also business tax deadline is extended, sending the payroll tax, and also estimated quarterly payments. So it's normally estimated taxes is due January 15, April 15, and September 15. That's all extended to October. Okay. And then okay. And then for people who are not here in Los Angeles, but the tax records are here in Los Angeles, please reach out to the IRS. Next slide, please, Steve. And then also, as you guys know, normally if you do an early withdrawal from your 401k, normally there's a 10% penalty, but due to the disaster, due to the current events, you won't get hit with a 10% penalty when withdrawing from your retirement accounts, as long as you're using it for, for your fire relief expenses. Next slide, please, Steve. Okay, and then there's also free tax filing services. You do have to have an AGI of $79,000 or less. And then some of the organizations to reach out to is VIDA and also TCE. Please reach out to them if you want to learn more about those services. Next slide, please, Steve. Next slide. There's also a one-time payment from FEMA offering $770.
Assistance is available.
You must register through the disasterassistance.gov. I put the website and phone number there so you guys can reach out to them. Again, you need to have the inspection report from FEMA and proof of the damages to qualify. And again, you must have qualified damages to your residence to qualify for this assistance. Next slide, please. And then also there's also relief when it comes to the property tax. You can have your property tax adjusted based on the damages. Please reach out to the Los Angeles County assessors to learn more. Next slide, please, Steve. And then unfortunately, I remember back in July, a lot of the insurance companies pulled out of California. So a lot of people are going there, which means they have no insurance. So one option, if you had a non-renewal or a premium hike, you can go to California Fair Plan and they'll have some options there when it comes to coverage. Next slide, Steve. And then this is just a summary of the previous slide that we've discussed. Next slide, please, Steve. And then I had to give credit where credit due. we can actually say something positive today about Mr. Gavin Newsom. At least he suspended penalties and interest for late property tax payments. They did not do until April 10, 2020.
But they're still.
Alright, you guys, if you want to learn more about me, there you go, that's my QR code. Thank you again for having me, Steve and Christina, thank you.
All right, let's go take a
What do you do as a job? What's
Oh.
your profession?
I am a CPA.
That's right, Jason's a
Excellent.
CPA, you guys get it?
Thank you.
Has anybody's house gotten damaged or any family members out here that we know of? No?
Friends.
Family.
I
By the way,
know somebody,
yes.
this guy right here.
Actually, I tell you something, Altadena is where we lived and we've been living there for 37 years. So this house burned 20 years ago, but it burned on the inside. This time it burned on the outside, so it was a great opportunity to build a brand new house. That's how we look at it. That's kind of the way we look at it. So just take it up, right? That's kind of the way it goes, right? By the way, I just